Hi and welcome to this short podcast. Lee Farnell here. I want to talk to you today about the psychology of sales success. And this has happened because I've had two important conversations in the last 2 days. Hey, have a listen to this.
Sell, Serve, Prosper Radio with Lee Farnell.
Welcome back. Look, this topic is so important. When you're talking about sales success, then you've got to be talking about what goes on between your ears, that fantastic piece of nervous tissue that sits between our ears called our brain. The brain. What is it that goes on between our ears to help us be successful? Now, two things that happen. One, last night I'm walking the dog and I bump into a real estate legend, Brent. Now, we're friends on Facebook, and he was in one of my training programs a number of years ago with a real estate developer here in Perth. And he's very successful, does a great job, but he left that real estate developer about a year or so ago, and he joined another one. And he said to me last night, because I saw on Facebook, he was winning prizes. I said, mate, congratulations. I see you winning these salesperson of the month, salesperson of the week. How's it going? He goes, mate, it's fantastic where I am now. He said, we don't just do the monthly meetings where the managing director gets up the front and all the staff are there and they hand out some cash and some checks, which is good. He said, what happens is we have things on like a weekly basis and sometimes even a daily basis at the real estate agency where I am. He said, it's not about the money, it's about the encouragement. Hey, make a note of that. It's not about the money, it's about the encouragement. Now, I've got a book sitting on my bookshelf here called The Carrot Principle, which talks about what carrots do you give employees? And what the research shows is people join companies and they leave bosses. People join companies and they leave bosses. What we're talking about here is the psychology of sales success, the psychology of success. People join companies, they leave bosses and they say the reason people leave is because the boss does not show that they value them. That is, that they don't pat them on the back. G'day, mate, congratulations, well done, good day's work. You know, we had a client years ago said, mate, the thing I look forward to is my boss saying, thanks for your day, thanks for your day. Another example was we're talking to another real estate agency the other day, and they said, what we really love about our boss is he comes in every morning and he says hello to everyone. What's he really saying? You exist. You're important. I like you. I'm interested in you. You're a human being. You're not just a number. You're not just a person sitting on a phone or a desk. You're someone I care about. It reminds me of Herb Kelleher, who founded Southwest Airlines. They said, mate, he knew everybody's name. He made a point of knowing about what your kids were doing. He made a point of knowing, is your wife sick or your husband's ill? How's it going? The human factor, which, of course, the Swim with the Sharks Harvey Mackay talks about the humanization factor. Humanize. People are humans. We've been on this planet for hundreds and hundreds, if not millions of years. We are social animals. It's not just about a face on a computer screen. We are human beings. And so what does that mean? It means build in regular encouragement. Treat people as humans. Catch people doing things right. The carrot principle. It's not just about the annual awards night or the annual dinner. You treat people badly all year and then say, let's have a dinner. That's not going to save you. Now, another conversation I had today was with another sales manager talking about one of the sales guys. And by the way, he's saying to me, hey, Lee, the numbers, all the guys are performing, they're trading above budget, which is great. Even in the state where one of the guys had lost a major client. He said it's got nothing to do with anything he's done. The opposition have come in and completely cut the guts out of the margin just to try and win market share. So it's something that our sales rep couldn't control. And now this is an important point when it comes to what goes on between our ears. The psychology of success is one, what do you focus on? What do you focus on? Do you focus on what you can control? Do you focus on what you can't control? Obviously, you disempower yourself if you focus on what you can't control. So what can you control? Focus on what you can control. Also, you focus on, okay, how am I going to turn this to a positive? If we know that the psychology of setback is denial, anger, bargaining, frustration, depression, and eventually get to acceptance, okay, it's happened, even then new world view, how do we turn it to a positive? So the key question in any setback, and this is what this sales rep's done after the initial shock and he was a bit depressed for a day or so, gone through denial, anger, bargaining, frustration, depression, is, okay, I've been angry, I'm annoyed, what is that going to do to help me? Not much, nothing, zero. So how do I turn it to a positive? And what he's done is gone out, knocked on doors, written up a target list of prospects, and gone out and won business that he didn't have before, and it's made a massive difference. And the point is, we say this is where the psychology of grit and resilience, bouncing back like a rubber ball, because in sales, things go wrong. And it's like, okay, it's gone wrong. What do I learn from it? How do I turn it to a positive? These are questions. So the psychology of success is also about responsibility. Okay, there are things I can't control, good, and what can I do about it? So what am I saying in this short podcast? What I'm saying is what goes on between our ears, the conversations we have with ourselves, what we focus on, makes a massive difference. I mean, I think Anthony Robbins says 80% of success is psychology. The psychology of success, 20% is the systems and strategy. Because if you've got the systems and strategy but don't have the right psychology, then how do you bounce back from setback when things go wrong? Knowing that, as people are saying these days, it might take 12 or 15 follow-ups to actually get the business. In other words, they're not going to get the business with one call or two calls. Therefore, you need grit, you need resilience. Now, by the way, if you want help with the team to understand some of these things and do some work and actually have a better sales playbook and a better system, touch base with us at leefarnell.com or direct message me on 610-412 945 402, 0412 945 402. I know Gary V saying, using text, send me text. Text is a powerful mechanism. It could be message me on LinkedIn, message me on Facebook, reach out and say, Lee, I've got this issue, challenge, or you want to get a copy of some of our free resources, get a copy of the Secrets to Sales Transformation white paper for chief execs. Want some of our free podcast material. Put the right brain food into your ears so that you, as we say, if you are what you eat, take great care in what you feed your brain. So what have I been talking about today? The sales team, salespeople are emotional beasts. Managers, CEOs, catch them doing things right. Regular encouragement, regular catching people doing things right rather than the monthly or end of year dinner, and have conversations about bouncing back. What can we learn from setback? That's what we're going to be doing in Melbourne next week with the sales team. Learning from successes, learning from setbacks so that we share best practice and have a culture of sales continuous improvement, sales Kaizen. Thanks for listening. Hey, reach out. And by the way, tell your friends about this. If they're in sales, if they're Australian in particular and want to have a no BS approach, short, sharp, sell, serve, prosper tips, then share this. Give me some feedback. If you like it, tell me. If you don't like it, tell me so I can respond to your feedback. I'll bounce back. Be nasty if you want to, make you boring, whatever it is. Give me some feedback. How can I help you? How can I add value in your life and your sales team in particular? Because selling is a contact sport and it is a team game. Want to find out how to play it better? Take your team to the next level. Reach out, touch base. Let's work together to help you take your team to a whole new level. See you soon. Hi there, and thanks for listening. Now, if you do like the podcast, please do click like, let us know. Share it with your friends and your colleagues. Subscribe. Click subscribe so you get the Sell, Serve, Prosper podcast on a regular basis. Give us some feedback. What do you like? What would you like to hear more of? What don't you like? And also join our Facebook group, Sell, Serve, Prosper on Facebook. We want to help you and your friends and your colleagues and your customers sell more, serve more, and prosper more. So let's stay in touch. Thanks for listening.